Hello, I'm Shirley Orlando from Island Bazaar in Huntington Beach, California. You can find us on the web at ukuleleparadise.com. I'm just going to give an easy beginner's lesson here in which you can actually start playing 4 chords. Now, in this particular lesson, we're not learning single note playing, but just chord formations on the ukulele. And that will get you to singing songs and strumming along to them. And we have also on this our YouTube channel here, more involved lessons which you can go and continue on if you like. But this will give you something to do to just start you out. Okay, we've got our ukulele. This is a little concert ukulele, a standard looking little number here. And I won't go into all the parts and things like that because we have 10 short minutes to do this in. So we're going to get right to the lesson. When you play the ukulele, you hold the body up with the neck slanted out here. If you were on the clock, it would be at about 2 o'clock. Okay? From where you're sitting, it's about 10 o'clock. The neck of the uke pointing up. Not like a guitar, and not exactly like a banjo, but a little bit in between. Okay, we're going to strum with our forefinger, the index finger, right in this area here above the sound hole. This is the sound hole. And let's pretend there's another hole just like it, right above that. That's the best area to strum in. Not up on the neck, not down here, but right here. We're going to strum there. And when you strum, instead of just going down, down, down with your forefinger, try to go down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. That is a swing rhythm. And it's just as easy to play almost as just going straight down, and it sounds ever so much more professional than just this straight down strum. Okay? Now, there are a few things that you need to know when you're playing chords on the ukulele. Now the chords, we will show you in a moment here. My assistant is going to put up a chart with the chords and the fingering that you are to play. And the first chord that we're going to learn is a C chord. When you're playing chords, what I want you to remember is to arch your fingers all the time and come squarely down in the fret area of the ukulele. This is the fret area of the ukulele, and this is the fret wire, these metal things here. And of course, the vertical lines are the strings. And you'll see that graph on your sheet showing and denoting the graph. We'll show the strings, which are vertical, and the fret wires are horizontal. Play within the block of the fret, okay? In other words, don't be touching the fret wire when you're playing. And always arch your fingers. If you collapse your fingers like this, it's going to get muddy sounding. Like this. Your chord will not be clean and clear. All right. Now the first chord we're going to learn is a C chord. It's a very easy one. That's a C. That's a 1-finger chord. I call those freebies. Okay, put your ring finger right in the fret area of the first string. The strings are numbered 1, 2, 3, 4 from the bottom up. Perhaps the opposite of what you think they might be. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And they are A, E, C, and G. Those are the strings. And from the way you're sitting looking down is G, C, E, A. All right? So we're going to arch our finger here, our ring finger, and put it on the A string 3rd fret. 1, 2, 3rd fret. And strum down. So what I want you to do when you strum is just go down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. All right. Now my assistant Charles is going to show you, as we're doing this, some beginning chord exercises that I have that have the C, the G 7th, the C, C 7th, and the F chord. I said something twice there, C. Okay, so you'll have just a C, a C 7th, an F, and a G 7th chord. Let me show you those now. This is your C. Let's practice it together. C, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. See how easy that is to get that C chord sounding? And now a C 7th chord is just as easy, a 1-finger chord. You take your first finger and put it on the 1st fret right here of the 1st string, the A string. And that is a C 7th chord. All right, right here. Same thing, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Now, this one's going to be a little bit tougher, but you practice it some. If it's not clear at first, keep practicing the exercise that I'm going to show you over and over again until you get it. Now, if your fingers start hurting and get very sore, put the ukulele down for half a day and then go back to it. If they're still very sore, leave the uke alone until you can press the strings down and your fingers will not hurt, okay? You don't want to get blisters on the tips of your fingers or you're going to be out for a week, okay? Now this is an F chord. If you will take your first finger, your fingers are like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4 on both hands. Take your first finger and curve it over, arch it over, and put it on the first fret here of the second string, and then take your middle finger, put it on this top string here, right here, the G string, on the second fret, 1, 2. That is an F chord. Now if it sounds like this, if it's muddy, when I say muddy and not clear the chord, that's because the flesh of your finger here is laying down too far next to the next string and probably touching the next string. So that's how you get muddy chords. Push your hand down and arch your fingers until the chord rings true. Like that. So that's an F now. The last chord I'm going to show you today is a G7th chord. Now you could just leave your first finger right where it was with the F chord if you want to. It's on the second string, first fret, your first finger, okay? And now you reach your middle finger on the second fret of the third string right here. Second fret of the third string. And your ring finger, you got to squunch that right down underneath of the middle finger. Right directly behind it here. On the first string, second fret. Now that's your G7th chord. And we will show you on the fret chart here, on the chord chart. That is a G7th. Now from the G7th chord that you're playing now, you can slide up to a C very easily. That first freebie that I showed you. Okay, you play the G7th like this. If it's sounding like this, arch those fingers. Don't touch other strings with your fingers. Okay, once you get that clean and clear, then lift these two fingers, the first and second. Now you just got one finger down, slide it up to the C without lifting it up. You see? You are back to C. Okay. Now I have a little exercise we're going to play here. And we're going to play a C, eight strums on a C, 8 strums on a G7th, 8 strums back on C again, then G7th, and then C, 5 strums at the end. Play that exercise with me and then do it many, many times by yourself at home, okay? Here we go. C. Ready, strum. C, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. G7th, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Back to C. Just slide up. C, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Slide back. G7th, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, C, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I've written that exercise out for you at the end of at the bottom of the sheet called Ukulele 1 Beginner's Tips. The next exercise has all 4 of the chords in it. And we start with 4 strums of a G7th, then 4 strums of a C7th, 8 of an F, and then we repeat that, okay? Start with a G7th. 1, 2, 3, 4, C7th, and F. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. G7th, 1, 2, 3, 4, C7th, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, the only chord that was missing on that bottom exercise that we just did was the C. Okay, we played a variation of the C, and that was the dominant 7th chord, C7. All right, let's play some easy songs now. Now, you may have to practice those chords for a couple of days, but you may have toyed around with a chord before in your lifetime or played guitar or something else, and you might want to just go into a song here. We're going to do a couple of folk tunes that everybody kind of knows here so that you can tell if you're doing it right or wrong. One is When the Saints Go Marching Out, Saints Go Marching In. And then I'll show you how to play Happy Birthday. That will come in handy every time you want to call up a relative and sing Happy Birthday, especially at the end of the day when you've forgotten their birthday. No present, no card. Call them up and sing Happy Birthday and do it with flair, all right? And the last one is You Are My Sunshine. For my family, it was the back seat of the car song. We kids would sing it from the back seat, and Mom and Dad would sing it in the front seat. Okay, first one, When the Saints Go Marching In. Let's get a little rhythm going here. Here's a C chord. Just bounce it like that. Look at my hands on the fingerboard. I'm just going down, up, 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 down. Here we go. I'll count to 3 and then we'll start singing. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, Lord, I want to be in that number. When the saints go marching in. Very good. Now that was all 4 chords in there. Want me to slow it down a little bit for you? Let's slow it down, okay? I'll give you the beat of 4 and 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, Lord, I want to be in that number. When the saints go marching in. Very good. Now, my cameraman Charles will put that up on the screen for you so you can follow along, and perhaps we'll have me playing on half of the screen and then the song, the chords, on the other half. That way you can keep up. All right, next tune is going to be Happy Birthday. So this is one of the first songs you want to learn to play. C chord, start with C chord. Happy birthday, G7 to you. Happy birthday, back to C's to you. C7, happy birthday, dear person. In F, there's an F chord. Happy, back to C, birthday, G7 to you. Roll that chord there, roll the chord. Excuse me. Let's do it one more time. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear someone. Happy birthday to you. There you go. One more. You are my sunshine. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take folks. That's a pretty easy lesson on the ukulele. It may not seem easy to you right from the beginning because the fingerings are a little bit hard if you really have never fingered the ukulele before. Some people have played guitar and other instruments, so they have kind of an advantage in that regard. But don't give up, because there are millions of people who have played the ukulele before and millions more who will play the ukulele. If you have a desire to do so, just keep at it. Keep going back to the chords. Keep going back to the music, and someday you're going to say, hey, I used to think that chord was difficult, or that one or the other, and pretty soon, before you know it, you'll be playing all kinds of fun things on the uke. There are lots of videos on YouTube. We have about 25 or so on ours. There are thousands more. Some of them are very good, some are not so hot, but that's like everything else. Your ukulele store or music store will have ukulele supplies and accessories and tons of music books. If you can't find them, go to ukuleleparadise.com. That's our website. Anyway, thank you for joining me today, and I wish you the best of luck on your ukulele playing. If you have any questions, email me at islandbazaar@yahoo.com. All right, thank you very much, and goodbye.